Brussels. A city at the heart of a prosperous continent, the capital of the European Union and the Kingdom of Belgium. This city plays host to world leaders from all over the globe. Entire parts of the city are given over to the bureaucracy of federation and more to culture. Everywhere you go, you see parks and cinemas, upscale restaurants and museums. It is host to creatives, to rock stars and directors, to art schools and parliamentarians. Here is glamour. Here is gold. Here is power. This, however, is not a story of gold and glamour. This is the story of a girl on the mean streets, far, far away from all of that. Rather than dining in fine restaurants, she's found herself diving in dumpsters and scrounging for food and money. She's had a fair share of regrets, and her face tells the story of her life, every scuff, scar, and bruise. Her name is Leah. Tonight is a night of fate, a night you will never forget. As you dream, you remember getting lucky. The local bar's employee just finished up and took pity on you. You ended up with a whole bag of unopened crisps. And then you remember walking down an alleyway to get back to your tent and eat your spoils. And you remember a figure, shadowy, strange. You remember teeth. You remember fighting them off. At least, thought you did, till those same teeth buried themselves in your neck. Wake up. Your eyes open, and the first thing you see is dark skies, clouded and covered. Not a single star illuminates the night, and as you get your bearings, you realize you're in a dumpster. The smell hits you all at once, rotting meat and garbage and urine, all forming a sickening melange that overwhelms your senses, which seem sharper, more intense, too intense. Almost instinctively, you dig yourself out of the pile, fall onto the hard ground of the alleyway. As you get your bearings, a voice rings out. Took you a while to wake up. Thirsty, ain't ya? A man stands in the alleyway from the direction you came from. He's wearing a leather coat and a business shirt. A tie loosely hangs around his neck. Behind him, shadows coalesce and morph for a moment and then solidify. He throws a red plastic bag at your feet. In your somewhat incoherent state, it takes you a moment to recognize it. It's a blood bag, straight from a clinic. And it is hypnotic. A voice echoes in the back of your head. Drink. You need to drink. Almost mechanically, you bend over and bite down, drinking and drinking and drinking until there's not a drop left. And that voice, that whisper in the back of your head grows quieter, but not silent. It's still there. nagging and thirsting for more. The man sighs. You got dealt a bad deal, kid, and I'm not talking about the homelessness. He lights a cigarette and inhales. That voice, as it sees the fire, growls like a beast. As he takes a puff, it once again grows quiet. I'm sure you have a lot of questions for me. Go on. I'll answer the most pressing ones first.
Did you throw me in the fucking trash?
I didn't do anything. I just found you like this.
Can I make a check to see if he's lying?
Absolutely, we can make our first check of the game. Absolutely.
I don't trust us.
Okay, so you get 2 successes. As far as you can tell, he doesn't seem to be lying. Now, you are disoriented and you feel weird at the moment.
He didn't throw me in the trash. We can deal with that.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, he's not lying.
Okay. So for now, he's not getting hands. Okay.
For now. We'll see what happens later.
Yeah, we'll decide later. But for now, he's on the non-hand throwing side.
He seems to be like partially on guard. Like he seems to be, ready to fight if you come at him, but he also doesn't seem looking to attack you, for example. He's smoking his cigarette, waiting for you to talk. He doesn't seem to be very willing to start this conversation.
All right, let's start this easy. What happened?
When I got here, you were bone dry. Let me explain this way. You are now a vampire.
Huh?
Right, that probably poses more questions than it answers. He throws the cigarette on the ground and rubs it out. Look, you got attacked by someone, right? Remember the thief?
Yes.
Well, that was a vampire. They drained you dry, then gave you their own blood. It's called the embrace. Well, I guess I came too late. It was a vampire I was hunting. If I was a little earlier, you wouldn't have ended up like, well, this. And I am sorry for that, because now you have a whole new world to deal with.
Vampire?
Kindred. I hunt them. Well, normally.
The real deal with blood sucking and all that?
I sometimes forget not everybody knows. Yes, so vampires are real, and they control a lot of he kind of gestures at the city around him. Society. As far as I understand, they have some kind of organization, keeps them all in line, make sure the secret doesn't come out.
Right. And you are hunting them.
I am one of the hunters of this city.
I'll just shuffle a little bit to the side behind the dumpster and just glance over it. Wouldn't that mean you and me,
Normally, yes, but as far as I can tell, you are not your average vampire. Tell me, do you still have a pulse?
And I just go and try to measure my pulse. I think you are mistaken. I kind of feel dead.
Well, regardless.
Don't shoot me, please.
Not gonna. Unless you give me a reason to.
No, sir.
Good. You're in a strange position right now. I understand that, and I'm sure you're very lost.
Yes.
And, well, you're in danger. Right at this moment. Let's just say the vampire big shots do not like when somebody embraces another without asking first. And somehow I don't think that lick that embraced you asked.
Wait, but can we just pretend he asked? Would that help?
You could try, but I very much doubt you'd be welcome in their society.
I mean, it's nothing new, to be honest.
Yeah, I can tell. I do apologize for that as well. You deserve better than this. Regardless, though, we can't stay here. Before too long, they will come sniffing. And while I can handle perhaps one lick, I doubt I can handle the sheriff.
Who?
Right, how do I explain this? He looks kind of befuddled for a moment, because you can tell he has no idea how to do this. He seems kind of shy almost, and the outfit he's wearing, he's wearing like a big leather coat. He's got like the detective hat. Like he looks like almost a stereotypical detective, and you can also tell this is the kind of guy who does not have a lot of friends.
Oh no.
But he's trying. He's really trying.
That is such a cute picture, though. He's just like trying his best, and I'm just confused.
He's just a little goober. Okay, so let's walk and talk. Come on. He turns around and like seems to expect you to follow him.
I'll stare after him for a moment before I decide, nah, and just follow him.
All right. So you leave the alley. The lights from the street blind you for a split second. Everything just seems so intense. You can smell everything. You feel as if the entire world around you has changed. The hordes of humanity flowing through these streets. They smell of desire and rot and life and everything in between. They smell of melancholy and they smell delicious. And that voice in the back of your head starts whispering again. Drink, drink, drink.
Ooh. I shake my head and try to like shield my eyes and just like hold on to his arm. What is that?
You're probably getting used to your new powers, effectively. Vampires are...
And I'll just hold on for dear life not to get lost.
Vampires are predators. They are more in tune with, well, they smell better, they hear better, they see further. Presumably, right now, you're adjusting. It won't last, don't worry. You'll get used to it very quickly.
So, where are we going?
We're going to the Limonality. It's a bar. Believe it or not, some of your kind live there as well. It's a long story.
Bad?
Well, these are a bit different to your government types, let's call them that.
Oh.
We're still not sure, but, well, I shouldn't tell you too much here.
Well, lead the way, boss.
Okay, and he helps you through a lot of alleyways and ducking into side areas, etc. He does seem to be somewhat careful about how he maneuvers, etc. And he does check on you every so often. He does seem to be genuinely concerned. He just doesn't know how to handle this. You duck into one of the alleyways, and as you do, he suddenly stops.
And I bump into him.
And in front of you stands a person.
Oh.
Seemingly just another human, from what you can tell. You don't really know what a vampire would even look like. But the hunter stands on guard. Well, we got bad luck here. What's your name, girl?
Me, I'm Leah.
Leah. The person walks closer and she smiles. Toothy grin. She's holding not a knife, not a gun, but a sword.
Sword?
A sword.
Who brings a sword to a fist fight?
My name is Luke. and he pulls out a gun and shoots her twice in the abdomen. But she still comes at you. And in that moment, I'm going to let you decide to do something as well before she reaches you.
Can I there's probably are there like trash cans and stuff on the?
Yeah, there's trash around. There's like a bunch of random gunk, all of that kind of stuff.
Can I just dodge while jumping over one or two trash cans?
Ooh, wow, look at you. This lady charges at the two of you, right? And you dash out to the side and kick like a bunch of trash towards her. And for a split second, she's kind of distracted. And that gives Luke a chance to take another shot. So I'm gonna give him another go. And you know what? Because you're basically helping him out, I'll give him an extra dice.
Nah.
Oh my god. Okay, I rolled 8 successes on him.
Holy shit.
This guy's like a crack shot, good lord. So another 2 shots, and both of them hit her in the head. She stops in her tracks, drops the rapier, falls down to her knees, and most people, when they get, if they would get shot in the head, you'd expect them to just stop functioning. She takes a deep breath for a second, and for a split moment, you can almost see the wounds start closing, and then she falls over. She is dead, but for a split second, you could see that healing effect.
Can I go and nudge her with the foot?
Yeah, absolutely. Luke is trembling very clearly as he puts away his gun. All right. Now we definitely can't stay here.
You killed her. You're awesome. And I go in for a high five.
He kind of awkwardly okay, he kind of awkwardly does a handshake.
No, high five. And I motion.
And
I just toss my hand into his hand high five.
Yeah, it's like the worst high five ever, but high five.
That's okay, he's my hero right now. He's good with awkward high fives.
He looks at you kind of puzzled because, he did just kill someone, but he rolls with it. He quickly walks over to the lady and starts rifling through her pockets. If you want, you can absolutely pick up that sword, by the way.
Hell yeah. I'll snatch it.
Okay, you snatch a sports rapier. It's effectively, it's nothing special. You can tell if you would actually, carry a sword or something with this, that might break. But if you stab someone with it, they'll still get hurt.
I hesitate for a moment and then I look at Luke. It's nice to meet you, by the way, I think.
He rifles through the lady's pockets and finds her wallet and quickly checks for an ID.
Who is she?
Interesting. Anna Vermeulen. That name sounds familiar. I think this was a ghoul. Oh, right. Little bit of explanation. A ghoul is a human who's drank vampire blood. Makes them stronger, faster.
Like me?
No. You are an actual vampire. Slightly different.
Oh.
But if somebody were to drink your blood, presumably they could become a ghoul.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know that much about ghouls. You'd have to ask the other, more knowledgeable folks of my fraternity over at the Liminality.
Ah, right.
He continues rifling through her pockets real quick, just checking if there's anything else. And then, just grabs her wallet, puts it away. All right, we need to get out of here before the police come.
Leah's a bit puzzled, but she follows.
You follow him, and he walks relatively quickly. What I'm guessing is that ghoul was sent to check up on your sire, whoever that is. Shadow him sort of deal. As far as I understand.
Vampires? Vampires? And I'm trying to, figure out the idea that's forming in my head. Why would they follow him? Isn't he a vampire? Isn't that...
Well, think of it like this. Big shot vampire leader, right, wants to take control of the city, wants to hold control of the city. How do you keep control of the city? By making sure the vampires in it behave.
Oh.
So, you get a bunch of ghouls, basically blood slaves, to check in on them every now and then, make, spy on them, that sort of thing. Clean up any issues, that, etc.
So they're like gangs, but worse.
Sort of.
Everywhere you go, it's the same.
Regardless, you are an issue at the moment for them. And that means you're a target. So, let's get you to the liminality. Get you off the streets.
Yes, thank you, boss.
The two of you walk through a few more alleys, and he's very clearly taking like a route that makes it difficult to follow. Like he's definitely done this before, just not with another person. But he goes and like ducks into another alleyway and knocks on a seemingly random house door.
And I'll just hide a little bit behind him, just glancing over.
And then eventually, after like a pause, the door opens and a woman stands there. She's relatively like broadly built, maybe like in her 40s or 50s. Ah, look, good to see you. And who's this? This is Leah. Leah? Claire?
Hello.
Hello, welcome in. Are you... She's a vampire. Oh, okay, come in now, quickly.
I just look at Luke and kind of like see if he's approving or not.
He nods.
Okay. And then I go in.
He also, like, comes in right after you. Door closes behind you. There's a small hallway, and then it leads out into an actual bar area. And inside are about maybe 10 people or so, all kind of hanging out, chatting, drinking, etc. They seem to be relaxing mostly. And as you and Luke come in, a few, like, notice and take note, but none of them say anything right away. As far as you can tell, you are pretty much free to move around this space for now, if you want to do anything.
Yeah, I think I'll walk around and just look at everything in awe. Is it more on the fancier side or more on the like casual side?
It feels like a bit of a dive bar. You've definitely been in these kind of places before. It's got some nice amenities, like a pool table, for example, and like a few people are playing pool around it. And they do give you like sort of suspicious glances as they see you. But the fact that you came in with Luke probably helps in that regard.
Yeah, I'll just beam at everyone while I just look around.
Well, nobody immediately says anything to you. Luke scrapes his throat and goes, everyone, I need your attention for a moment. And everyone stops and turns. This is Leah. She'll be joining Claire and Vic as our newest kindred, I suppose. The five of them look kind of like, oh, this sort of surprised look. While Claire and another woman who has like a wolf cut and is very lively built, eye you up and down, trying to figure out what's your deal.
And I just cock my head a little to the side and just look at her, kind of wondering what she's thinking about.
Claire, there's this sort of awkward silence for a moment, and then Luke kind of waves at everyone to tell them to continue. And then Claire walks over to you and goes, oh dear. Dearie, your clothes, do you need new clothes? Because those look tattered, to say the least. We can get you something if you like.
And I look down and I'm like, right, that asshole tossed me in the trash.
Yes, if you need a shower or anything like that, now's a good time.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Please.
She shows you to a bathroom. It's nothing fancy to most people, but you're not most people. To you, it's actually quite nice. And, she points out like some controls, etc., and leaves you there to self-care and all that stuff. And by the time you're done, she has like grabbed a bunch of clothes and put them there for you. It's
Nice.
a hoodie that's like a little bit too big for you, and some
That's
pants
adorable.
that are like just a little bit too tight and stuff like that. But you know, it's better than nothing.
No matter. That's probably how her clothes usually are, so she's happily diving into them. Cozy and comfy.
Yeah. Once you're done taking care of yourself, Claire waits for you outside. So, may I ask, did you get embraced tonight?
Yes. Luke found me in the trash.
Right, that explains a lot, actually. So, well, I'm sure there's a lot of questions, but Vic and I have been the only thin bloods we have known for a very long time, so in a way it's kind of nice to meet you.
Thin blood.
Oh, yes, so a thin blood, how do I explain this? As far as I understand, there are some vampires out there, some kindred. There are some kindred out there that when they embrace another, they make half vampires. Sort of half alive, half not. It's difficult to explain, but the long and short of it is that the big government folks, she snaps her fingers trying to remember the name. The Camarilla does not like thin bloods, and they want us dead, effectively, which is why we're out here hiding. It's also actually why we work together with the hunters. These hunters, well, they hunt vampires, right? But...
Oh, like you? Like Luke?
Yes, exactly, like Luke. Luke actually found me as well, about 2 years back, believe it or not. It's been quite a time. The liminality here is something we got started, and he's so kind as to sometimes supply me with some of his blood. In fact, all the hunters here do.
And it's at that point that I'm like, because it's the second person, I'm like, is there actually, am I a vampire? Is that a thing?
Well,
Like she's slowly coming to terms with the possibility of it being true.
And as you kind of are coming to terms with the whole thing, you start realizing that overwhelming feeling of your senses being assaulted constantly, you're becoming used to it. You're becoming used to hearing the conversation in the next room over, to smelling their blood and the alcohol on their breath. You're becoming used to hearing and smelling and seeing more than you were used to before, right? As far as I understand, and as Mohammed's research has shown, oh, sorry, you don't know yet who that is. She points to someone in the back who's playing pool right now. That's Mohammed Fourier. He's a scientist of sort, a vampire scientist, I guess you could put it. as silly as that might sound. She fidgets a little bit, goes, yes, so, okay, the Camarilla does not like thin bloods, so we don't like the Camarilla, and especially not their
Camarilla
boss.
bad.
Yes,
Okay.
pretty much. So, the hunters here and I, well, you've come at kind of an interesting time. Let's just put it that way. We might have a plan to decapitate the leadership of the Camarilla in the city.
Like actual decapitating?
Well, if that comes to it, more we could kill them. I'm sure the others will have information for you as well, but effectively, what we're trying to do is ensure we can live here free,
Right.
without harassment, and try and
I'm
see
behind that.
to. Well, good. That's wonderful to hear.
Living good.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Yes.
Let me ask you. Do you know? Have you ever fired a gun?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. You're gonna need those skills.
I just look at the sword in my hands. So this is probably not enough, huh?
Well, I'm sure that wouldn't hurt, but if you like, I can put that away somewhere in storage for now.
I considered for a moment, but I'd rather keep it. It's my trophy.
Alright. That's up to you. She kind of leads you back into overall area, right? Well, you are free to talk with anyone there. There's currently 9 other people in there, and all of them, like I said, seem busy at the moment with one thing or another. Luke is talking to the person who you now know as Mohammed.
She is beelining to Luke.
You've basically decided that's my dad.
Yes. He found me, my dad now.
He turns around as you approach. Ah, hi there, Leah. How are you feeling now?
I think it's slowly settling in. The senses aren't being as overstimulated as of now.
Right. Well, that's good to hear, because we're going to have a meeting in a moment. You came at an interesting night, actually.
Oh, about the thing that Claire mentioned?
Mm-hmm, that's the one.
Oh. And she looks to the person next to him. And this is Mohammed?
Mohammed nods. Hello.
Hi.
Very lovely to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, and this time I'm not stinky anymore.
Quite. Well, he pauses and looks at Luke and looks at you and looks at Luke and clearly doesn't know what to say either. You get the feeling nobody here knows what to say. They're all kind of awkward and strange and kind of like a bunch of weirdos in like one big room, and just everything is kind of a little bit half-cocked, but they seem like nice people.
I think it's at this point that I'm kind of realizing they never interacted with a social butterfly like I am.
Nope! They have not!
So I'm probably overwhelming them greatly.
Absolutely.
But I think they just need a friend, and I'm determined to be that friend as of now. Because, like, what else is she to do at the moment?
You're basically the one extroverted and introverted friend group at the moment.
Yeah. I'll just adopt all of them, it's fine.
And here I thought Luke was adopting you. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
You know, it'll work out,
Luke kind of points around and goes, we've got a few other people here. That lady, he points to a very tall lady who is built like an absolute truck. Like, this lady is like 2 meters tall and looks like she could bench press a building. That is Emma. She's ex-DSU. SWAT, if you're not familiar with that term. Knows everything about guns.
She looks incredible.
You'll have to tell her that. She does like her compliments. She knows everything about guns, knows how to get them, and knows how to fire them. I think she knows how to use RPGs and such even, though you'd have to ask her that. Then, of course, we have Mohammed here, scientist. Biologist, to be specific. Yes, I am very interested in the inner workings of vampires and the potential of their blood. He grins, and for a moment it's kind of a little bit creepy, but...
I'm slowly hiding a little bit behind Luke. And I'm like leaning in, like, do you think he wants my blood?
No, he doesn't do that. Well, not without asking first. Just a slightly insane scientist, you know, as you do.
I feel like that comes with the territory.
That guy over there, he points to a guy who's sitting in front of an ashtray that has a small mountain of ash. That is Nick. Well, we met when I apprehended him for arson.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, little bit of explanation of me. I am an ex-cop, in case that wasn't obvious. Ex-detective.
You do give that energy.
Well, thank you, I suppose.
Do you think it's okay to have him with fire?
Well, he's never burned down the Limonality before. So...
I guess that's good enough.
Do be careful around him, though. He does enjoy his flames, and, well, he has a flamethrower.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Noted.
He's great at it, though. Oh, and that lady behind the bar there is Chloe. Mm-hmm. She's the bartender. She's not really a fighter. She's more of a... Well, she makes a very good cocktail. You should talk to her.
That sounds lovely.
I'm thinking for a moment, and then I take like one of Luke's hands and like both of mine, and by the way, I haven't said so, but thank you so much for saving me.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, I couldn't just leave you there. I'm not heartless.
I mean, considering I'm a vampire and you're a hunter, it would have been easy, to be fair, but you took the higher route. I appreciate that.
I won't lie, I did consider staking you for the sun, but when I saw you're a thin blood, well...
I appreciate that. To be fair, I did consider tossing hands because I thought you'd toss me in the trash. However, I think we can look past it.
Indeed. And hey, you helped me deal with that ghoul.
Anytime.
That all being said, though, the plan. Chloe... Yes? Can you come and put down the map, explain the plan to everyone? Oh, of course, yes. Everyone gather around, please. And she walks over to the pool table, clears off the pool, the pool balls from it, making Emma go, hey! And she puts down a map of Brussels. All right, so, a little bit of explanation. The Brussels Stock Exchange has been a museum for the last 10 or so years. For the last 5, it's been under renovations. Now, we've found some information that Nikolaus is staying there, and everyone kind of goes deadly quiet at that name.
And I'm just leaning to Luke.
Who's that?
The prince.
Oh, what prince?
The prince of the Camarilla, the leader, the big boss guy.
Oh, okay.
This is so different than I expected, but I'm okay with it. I'm just, oh my god. I expected you to be like slightly more like grumpy, you know? Because like, oh my god, but you're just like, and I'm so okay with it. It's, I just did not expect it.
The problem is that it fits her so well.
It really
it's like
does.
unreal.
She's just kind of like, oh well, I'm a vampire now. This is fine.
I guess I'll do my best, Chibi. I've had worse.
Apparently, yeah. Goodness gracious. Chloe continues. So, the plan is simple. We're going to sneak into the stock exchange tomorrow night. This will mean most of his cronies should be out and about on the town. Give us a chance at him as himself. We're going to need as much firepower as we can get, so if anybody has any way to get some extra firepower on a short term, please do let me know.
I hesitate before I slightly raise my hand.
Yes, Thea?
Do you know about the gang, the Embers?
Look, nods. Oh yeah, they run a nightclub, right?
Yeah, those. So I'm on pretty good terms with them, so I could
Really?
I could ask for a favor or 2 or 3 or 5. You see, their leader kinda half adopted me in a way. So you know?
Alright, well, there's still some time in the night if you wish to go and talk to them. I will not say no to help. Though, do be careful telling people your kindred. Be careful using the words like Camarilla as well. They can mark you from death. I mean, you saw how quickly that ghoul was on us.
Right. Like, I'm considering it for a moment before I just ask. You wanna come?
I need to organize some things in here. Prepare the attack. Otherwise, I would. Chloe leans back for a second. Extra firepower will not go amiss. Do beware. We're going in against an old vampire. We don't know what they're capable of, and Nicholas Vermeulen can... Well, as far as I understand, he can turn invisible.
Invisible? That's cheating!
Well, that's one way to put it, but it does make him insanely dangerous. And at this moment, Nick speaks up. So why don't I just burn down the whole stock exchange? Because that's not exactly subtle, Nick. So he responds. Right.
He has a point, though.
Well, the problem is that if we were to burn down the stock exchange, and even if that somehow did kill the prince, that would also draw a lot of attention to us. Attention of the non-vampiric kind, the police kind, the military kind.
Right, because not only the vampires are the enemies,
We're vampire hunters, not terrorists.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you guys know, are the police involved with them, or?
Well, I can actually tell you something about that, Luke responds. He leans back against the chair that he's sitting in, and you can tell it's kind of a painful memory for him. One of my colleagues was a ghoul.
Oh.
There's quite a few of them in the police force, as far as I understand. Camarilla likes to use them because, well, they are perfect for keeping tabs on things. Not all of the police force is under their control, mind, but enough that it's a problem. Though,
Right.
they're certainly not exclusive. There's gangs, there's random homeless people, there's all sorts of people under their employ, let's say.
Right.
He fidgets around a little bit, looking... Well, you can tell he doesn't like thinking about the police force being compromised like that.
And I just reach out and I absentmindedly, well, in thought, I kind of like pat his shoulder a little bit to calm him.
Aww. He puts a hand on your hand. So Chloe pauses and goes, well, it's a simple plan, but I think keeping it simple is best. Keeping the timeline short will also mean Camarilla has little time to respond. Ah, yes, another detail that I forgot to mention up until now. The sheriff is out of town. Apparently perhaps some diplomatic thing. I don't know the specifics, but he's away. And that means we have a lot more firepower now, comparatively.
When are you guys starting this plan?
Tomorrow night specifically. When night falls, we'll all go in and hopefully take him out. If everything goes according to plan, well, it'll be messy. There's no escaping that, but hopefully we'll be able to take down this lick.
Right.
He says it like almost spittingly, like an insult.
You guys really don't like them, huh?
Well, each of us were hurt by them in one way or another. Luke lost his job and few of his colleagues. Emma also lost her job and most of her family. Mohammed, she pauses. Never mind. Let's not dig any deeper.
Right. And I just realized that all I lost are just my Chris, so...
Relatively speaking, you are kind of surprisingly well off.
Yeah.
Or, like, considering.
Right. Question. Do vampires need rest?
They do. During the day, they slumber. I believe it's called torpor.
Right. So I only have the night.
But being
dear.
a thin blood, you might be able to walk in the sun. I know Vic can do that, but you'll want to be careful with that. It'll still be difficult for you, and walking in the sun is... well, it requires willpower. I'll just put it that way.
Huh. And I just look at my hands. just wondering how I've gotten here
Yeah, just
and what the fuck I'm doing.
just a few hours earlier, you were just about to, like, happy to get some snacks, you know what I mean? Like, and now you're in this position.
And I'm just slowly like realizing not only am I a vampire, I'm planning an assassination here.
Pretty much, yeah. And you're going from a relatively simple life to what seems to be a very complex one. A very, very
It already
complex
feels
one.
like I'm getting a new family though, so she is not too unhappy about it. Mostly just still very confused.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Chloe draws a note around the stock market on the map. If you all need something, I'll be behind the bar. For now, get some rest and prepare.
So I'm turning to Luke and Claire, and I'm like just showing them my phone numbers.
As long as you're careful, speaking on the phone, it should be fine. Just don't use any. Well, you've dealt with illegal stuff before, I can tell.
Yes.
So,
Just for emergencies.
same logic here.
Right. Easy peasy.
Okay, so the question is now, you want to go out? Because there's still time in the night. You were embraced early in the night. You have drank blood, so you are currently not too hungry, though the beast, of course, does want to feed. And that whisper has not left the back of your mind.
Yeah, I think what she wants to do is go to the Embers. And just like while she's going there, probably like recap what happened and kind of just think about what the fuck is happening right now.
Just like clear your mind to give yourself some time. That makes sense, yeah. So the group of hunters and thin bloods kind of see you off, and you are left to your own devices on the streets as you go towards the nightclub. It all starts hitting you all at once that this is real. This is not a dream. This is not some fable. You're in the real world, and you're a vampire. And your entire world kind of shifts all at once. Because all of a sudden, what else is out there? There's ghouls, you know that. Are there ghosts? Are there werewolves? Are there wizards?
I hope so.
For all you know, every fantasy story out there is true. For all you know, Dracula was a book written as a biography.
Right? Oh my god.
Perhaps Twilight is real. Oh no!
I did consider asking if I go into daylight, I don't sparkle, right? I did consider it.
I mean, you could ask before you leave if you want to.
She's like, nah, surely not.
Is there anything else that you want to do on the way there?
Do you think the alley to her home is like on the way or no? Like where it happened?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, then I think she wants to like take a little peek there, just to check, just to check if the crisps are maybe still there.
Oh,
Jesus,
wow.
holy damn!
Very good. You go to the alleyway, and as you come around the corner, you see two figures standing there, talking to each other.
Can I
And you
eavesdrop?
quickly dug back around the corner before they see you. Right now, you're quite far away from them. But perhaps, if you really concentrate, you could try.
Ooh, I want to concentrate.
So, you try, but that sharpness from before doesn't seem to be there anymore. At least, not quite as much. Or maybe it is, and the background noise of the city just rolls over the conversation. A car beeps in the distance as the conversation goes on, and you can't focus on it.
God damn it.
And as you do, you accidentally push a little bit too hard against the corner of the wall, and it's weaker than you think, and a small piece falls off. Not enough to actually damage the building significantly, but enough to make noise.
Can I catch it?
Tell you what, feel free to roll me Dexterity Athletics. These are a lot of rolls in a very short time, but I think it's fun, so...
It is. Oh!
Oh wow, okay, that's 5 successes, Jesus Christ. The piece shoots off, and kind of surprising yourself with your speed, you grab it out of the air, and quickly hide around the corner again. But you are still no further than you are before, and at this point, the conversation is ended. If you want, you can take a look around the corner and try and really figure out who these two people are.
Oh, she's kind of battling in her head because she wants to know, but she also remembers Luke saying to be careful and to, like, you know?
Yeah, presumably, you know, these might be related to the Camarilla. Or it's also very possible that these are just two random people.
I'm deciding not to pursue it. Like, those powers are new to me. I still have in my mind to be careful. And there's, like, a big assassination attempt that I don't want to fuck up.
Yeah.
So, in her mind, she's like, it's not worth it. And she's, like, just hushing away.
Yeah, very fair. In that case, you move on to the nightclub.
Yes. She's frustrated, but not too frustrated.
Well, you make it to Cloud 9, the nightclub of the Embers. The bouncer sees you and just waves you right through.
And I'm giving him a little wave, say hi, and zoom in.
He nods, and as you walk in, the music grows louder and louder. And as you enter into the den of scum and villainy, you take a look around and see people dancing and enjoying themselves. There's a DJ in the back. The bar is very busy at this time. It's around midnight, so this is like peak nightclub hours. You already know where Dafina, your friend, works. She's in an office off to the side. So if you want to go there...
Yes, I pretty much wave to everyone I know, and I just straight up go there. No knocking needed, and just, like, burst into the office.
All of the regulars know you as well, so there's a lot of, hi, hello, hi, like, just, hello. You know, like walking past, etc. But eventually, you make it to Dafina's office, and as you open the door, she is currently calling someone. Yes, well, I'll send you... Yes, I understand. Oh, she takes note of you. She points to the chair in front of her, motions for you to sit down and close the door.
I close the door and sit down as instructed.
Yes, I understand. Okay, yes, can we... If you need to see this permit, then you just need to... Yes? Are you done? Good, okay. She hangs up the phone with that. Just very unceremonious. Sorry about that. How are you doing, Leah, my sweet girl?
You will not believe it. I was tossed in the trash today, and then I was attacked, and like I just talk, but I leave out the vampire part for now.
Attacked? Attacked by who?
I don't know. It was some girl with a sword, and I just show her the sword.
She looks at you and then looks at the rapier and is like, okay, a few questions. First of all, what? Second of all, how did you get here with that without being apprehended?
I don't know. I just took it.
You continue to astound me, you know that. Nice to see you again, Leah.
It's been way too long.
It has, hasn't it? So...
Are they giving you trouble again?
You know, inspectors, legal shenanigans. They have nothing on this place, but they will absolutely harass the heck out of it regardless.
I shall steal from them again.
Oh, if you do, make sure to give a cut to the Don. You know how he gets if you don't show up.
Absolutely.
Good. So, Dafina, by the way, is a rather, like, thinly built woman with an air of authority around her. It softens when you're here, but it's still definitely there. She's in charge. this is her place, and she will not have any insubordination in this place. You've seen her get angry before, including at you, actually, when you were a bit too bratty.
I can see that.
But overall, she does care for you quite a lot, so...
In my mind, Leah, like, after she got mad at Leah was just, like, snuggling up. I'm sorry.
Just a big hug.
Yeah.
I do like the idea that Leah's just a serial hugger, basically. Just everyone gets hugs.
It would fit. Luke will get one too, just you watch.
Athena leans forward in her chair and goes, "So, Leah, how can I help you? You seem to be quite alright. Are those new clothes?"
Yes, actually. So I found a current home.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
Yes. Isn't it? It's fantastic. But it's not all good news. So it seems that some people are really, 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 really mad at these people, including me.
Right.
Can I borrow some firepower?
What, you need a gun?
Yes.
Okay.
Or 2 or 3, maybe some boys?
Oh, well, let me see here. She leans over around the desk and opens a desk drawer, pulls out a revolver and hands it to you. I'll certainly give you this.
And I jump up and I just give her a big hug. That'll help so much.
Well, I'm glad. She also hands you a few quick loaders for the gun, which gives you enough rounds for any given combat.
Perfect.
She pauses. Look, whatever you're dealing with, I'll be helping you. That's how this works, but I'd like to know more about the specifics. I can tell you're holding something back, dear. I need to know more. If you tell me everything, then I'll ask some of my boys to help out. And they don't need to know everything, but I do.
She's sitting there really, really considering taking it all in. But she is basically mother and daughter with Athena. So she's thinking if she can open up to someone, it's Athena. All right. So, and can you see where she was bitten?
No, actually, that wound has disappeared.
So this will sound really, 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 really weird. But apparently I was bitten by a vampire, and that's why they're after me?
She smiles. In that smile where you can tell she doesn't believe you.
No, I mean it. Is there a way to show you? Does she have fangs?
You do have fangs.
So she's just like pulling up her mouth and just showing the fangs. Look, can you see it?
I mean, you have good canines. That's wonderful, sweetheart. She hasn't exactly, like, looked into your mouth often before. That's not something that she has, like, the habit of doing, so...
But I'll just cross my arms and I'm pouting, like, starting to pout a little bit, thinking about how I can show her. I'll make you a deal. These friends of mine are similar. If I make it through this night, I'll prove it to you. I prove to you that I'm not lying.
She pauses. If you make it through. Sweetheart, I don't want to see you dead.
I know, but these people want me dead. Because
Right.
I was turned.
So, wait. According to you, there's vampires.
Yes.
They made you into a vampire, but now they want you dead because you became a vampire.
So apparently I wasn't supposed to become one. Someone bit me and drank me dry.
You know what? That actually explains a lot.
It does?
Well, in this line of work, accidents happen, right? People die. And when people die, attention gets pulled onto you. I imagine it's not that different in that regard.
And it kind of reminds me of what was said earlier. Right. It's actually vampire organizations kind of seem to work like gangs, but worse. So,
Well,
pretty much.
That's what a government is, after all.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do is get a step ahead of them, stop them, and just live.
Right. So what? You're gonna somehow take out this gang government thing?
I'm pausing for a second before I'm shaking my head. No, we just want to defend ourselves.
Oh, well, in that case. By the way, are you lying on purpose or because?
Yes.
Okay.
She's like, maybe I shouldn't tell too much, you know?
Manipulation subterfuge. I think it's difficulty 7 rather than normal difficulty 6. Because she knows you really well.
That's true, yeah.
So it's a bit more difficult to lie to her. Oh my god! Well, never mind. It's actually really easy to lie to her, apparently. Good lord.
What are my roles, man?
Yeah, you are. See, I'm actually worried about you because it's gonna happen in the worst moment where it's just like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yes, so she goes, well, if you just need protection, that gun should be plenty.
But what if they come with lots of people? Like she is in such an awkward spot. She doesn't want to fuck it up because
Yeah. You don't want to tell too much, but you also don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she also doesn't want to lie to her.
Well, that bridge has already been crossed, I'm afraid.
Please?
Because it's you.
You're the best.
I know.
And I just jump and hug her really tightly, and in my mind I promise her once this is all done, I'll tell her everything.
She returns the hug. Go and talk to the bouncer. He'll send a few boys along with you.
I nod, and then I hesitate, and I'm looking at her for a moment. Say, do you still have the paint from the last renovation?
The what?
The paint. The wall paint.
We might have some in the bag. Why?
Can I snatch it? I'm probably getting a room, so...
Oh, you want to paint your room?
Yes.
Well, sure.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And I scramble off to snatch some paint.
As you turn around, you can tell, just for a split second, her expression changes from that gentle and motherly to very clearly worried.
Aww.
But she does let you go. You've been in difficult spots before, and while this story is rather insane, it's also somehow not much more insane than you've dealt with before. You've been attacked before on the street, right? You've been...
Yeah.
You've seen death and decay. You've seen the worst of humanity already. And you've come out of that, so she trusts you to get through this as well. But regardless, you go to the back, I assume, to grab the paint. Nobody stops you. They all know you here, and they all know your relationship to Dafina, so you can go in the back and grab some paint. As you go to grab it, you walk past a back room where they have a little employee break area. There's a single person there. There's a woman currently like drinking a soda, just sitting down, just trying to relax on her break. And as you walk past her, the voice in the back of your head says, she's alone. You should take this opportunity. You should drink. You should bite down on her artery. You should drink her dry.
I drank before. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Drink. 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 It becomes louder and louder, like a cacophony in your ears, and I want you to make me a roll, please. You say no?
I say no.
The beast retreats slightly from your mind.
We're not getting greedy.
You can feel it still, whispering. But for now, you're in control.
I really, really need to talk to Luke about this.
You go on and grab the paint.
Yes.
And you go to the bouncer, I presume, and tell him about the plan. And
Yep.
he checks with Dafina first, because while he knows you, he
Fair
also knows you.
I probably pulled something like that before, true.
You've probably done a prank or two before, yeah.
Yeah.
But once Dafina clears it, 3 big boys with hidden weaponry come with you.
Nice.
They will each have a shotgun, specifically.
Ooh. I give all of them a high five. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, they all give you high fives. They all know you, so the entire nightclub is kind of like, ah, yes, the child. Even though you're like 20, I think.
Yeah. All of them have those mom feelings for me, so it's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
Even the guys have the mom feelings.
Just all of them are mama bears. All of them.
Yeah.
The entire nightclub. You just walk in there and it's all just a bunch of bears, like actual bears. Just.
I love the thought so much.
You are on your way back to the hunter area, I assume, through the liminality.
Yes. And I'm trying to also, like, do what Luke did and just, like, walk random ways to not be followed.
Yeah, that makes sense. You return to the liminality with a few boys in tow, and Luke opens the door, sees the boys, sees you,
Hello.
and has
That's
just already
sweet, I think.
accepted your shenanigans, clearly, because it just lets you in.
I'm back. I brought some friends.
As you enter the liminality, you see that it's kind of almost transformed from a bar into an armory. Like there's just guns everywhere at this point, and they're just clearly preparing. And they seem to be really well equipped. Like, there's a flamethrower, there's shotguns, there's pistols, there's assault rifles, there's SMGs, there's sniper rifle. There's like enough guns here and like variety of guns here to fill a battlefield lobby.
And I lean over to one of the boys.
Do they have more than you guys?
The boys just are kind of looking at this and, I don't know, boss. You'd have to ask to feed her.
Right.
I just realized I have like the lowest of the grunts, but they're probably still very powerful.
These are the type of guys, you know, they're the foot soldiers, right? Like, they might
Yeah.
not ask a lot of questions, but they know how to fight. They know how to take care of the territory, stuff like that.
And I nod at them. It seems like we may have good chances, and I give just a thumbs up. And they're probably so used to that shit.
They just kind of give you a half-hearted thumbs up, like, yeah. Like, it's this very weird vibe of they all want to take it seriously, but you are like so happy-go-lucky that they kind of can't. They're just this tiny little girl going, let's go kill things!
But that's why they love me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so with that, do you want to do anything else during this night before?
I want to get used to the gun I have, like not using it, just like weighing it in my hand. Maybe she'll Luke.
Handling it.
I don't know why, but she has like she is drawn to Luke.
Yeah, he's kind of the dad.
He is.
Maybe you need to introduce him to Dafina. Who knows?
I should. Mom, this is dad. Dad, this is mom.
So Luke absolutely will help you out with handling the gun. You've probably handled like pistols before, but maybe not a revolver specifically. So
Yeah, I have like 2 in firearms, so I can imagine she's like dabbled with them.
yeah, exactly. You've probably shot a gun before. He shows you how to handle this revolver specifically. It's a relatively large gun, and it takes you a bit to get used to because it's pretty heavy.
Armia, have you played or seen footage of Resident Evil Requiem?
Yes, I won't lie. A part of me was like, do I make it the Requiem revolver? I was literally considering like the, you know, the scene where Leon hands the giant gun to Grace. Like, that's what I was imagining.
It does feel like it, doesn't it?
Anyway, yeah, so Arsenal has been prepared. The team seems to be ready. Overall,
Oh boy.
everything seems to be pretty well prepared. In fact, the hunters even give your guys Dragon's Breath rounds rather than their normal rounds, which are effectively flamethrower rounds.
Oh, sick!
So, anything else you want to do this night?
I'm a bit hesitant about it, but I poke Luke. One more thing. So there's this voice in my head that keeps talking about drinking.
Well, I can't help you with that, but perhaps one of the other Thin Bloods might.
So Thin Bloods were Claire and...
Claire and Vic, yes. Vic didn't really talk to you yet. She's mostly kept to herself. While Claire obviously helped you with, getting some new stuff.
I give Luke a nod and go over to Claire to ask her.
Claire is sitting at the bar, and as you approach, she turns. Hello.
Hi, so weird question. So there is a voice in my head talking about drinking?
Ah, yes. Sit down for a second. She's fiddling with a camera, opening it up and closing it again and checking if the battery is all right, etc. All the settings as she's talking. So, what that is the beast. Since with Thin Bloods, it's less powerful than for vampires, but... Well, basically it's your desire to drink blood. It's the blood inside you personified, I suppose. That's how I would put it. It wants to drink more and more and more, and the only way to silence it is by killing. But if you do give in to that, the beast will only become more powerful. So you need to resist it whenever possible. That being said, you do need to drink blood every now and then. The hunters here, they donate every so often. But sometimes, if you do need to go out and drink, just be careful to not end up doing what your sire did.
Right. Luke did give me some blood, but I suppose that was not enough, was it?
Probably not. I assume it was one of the blood bags that he has on him. Believe it or not, he uses those as distractions for vampires. Pretty clever if you think about it.
Really? And I just look over approvingly, and I'm just like, yeah, that's my dad. He's a cool guy. He won her over immediately.
You just saved me from the trash. You are now my dad.
Yes, pretty much. If he had tossed her in the trash, it would have been a whole different story.
Absolutely.
However,
I feel like at that point we
saving her from
wouldn't
the
be
trash.
sitting in this bar.
No, I would have tossed hands with him immediately.
That would have caused the session to go off rails so quickly. Oh god. Anyway, yeah, so Claire kind of pauses and shuts the camera and turns to you. Is there anything else you want to know about us, kindred?
Probably, but I don't know. My head is kind of full of things at the moment.
That's understandable.
It's weird to take in.
Oh, by the way, you'll be sharing a room with Vic. We don't have enough space for everyone, I'm afraid.
And I just look surprised at her. I really get a room?
I wasn't about to toss you out on the streets, hon. Worst case, I would have given you a spot here in the bar itself.
Well, I was on the streets before for this, so this is more than an upgrade, to be honest.
You know what's funny? When I was embraced, I considered it a curse, but in a way, I always wanted to become famous through documentaries. I guess I could just make a documentary about vampires.
I'll volunteer for you.
Wonderful. I'll keep that in mind if I need any B-roll or anything like that. I can't exactly interview the prince.
Maybe we can make him talk.
We'll see. We'll see. Certainly gonna be recording. She picks up the camera again.
Right, Claire. Is there a place that only the prince visits that's easy to reach? Say, can I be on a balcony above him or something?
Well, the stock exchange has a number of large buildings around. You might be able to get inside there. Observe it that way. Though you would need to be careful. A lot of those places do have significant security. I mean, they're high-rise
Right.
buildings, so security guards and all.
I'll figure it out. And I just put my thingy in front of my mouth. You'll see.
She looks a bit worried at that, but doesn't say anything else.
I still want this to work. The plan is to, like, when we're attacking, he's probably, like, moving rooms. He's probably going to, like, confront us, I assume, right?
Possibly,
Because-
yeah.
Because I assume, like, as a vampire prince, he's probably cocky.
Hmm.
So my plan is to, like, wait for him to, like, for example, step outside, and I'm just on a balcony and I just turn the paint can over. So the first thing he gets is, like, a fresh paint of coat.
Okay. So you want to basically, like, the idea is, like, you want to lure him out and then drop paint on him.
Yeah, and then he can't hide anymore.
The problem is that the building you're going into is where he is. He's gonna be inside that building. You can't lure him out of the building. Because you do want things to stay a little bit under wraps. You don't want the police to show up and all of that.
So we are going in. Maybe I can, like, sneak, like, on a gallery or something.
Yeah, maybe. If you want to, you could go during the day, like during dusk, for example, or dawn, depending on what you're willing to risk, and see if you can get inside the stock exchange around that time. Because most vampires will be asleep, so you might be okay.
What happens if I go into sunlight and it's, like, has bad effect?
You don't know. You've never been in sunlight.
All right. I can work with that. I think I'll try to sneak in then.
Okay. Are you gonna do anything else during the night before you go and sneak there? And do you want to go during dawn or during dusk?
What has lower risk?
Either way, it's pretty risky. The difference is that the risk for dawn is that you stay in there too long and the sun comes up fully. Or the other risk is it's fully night and the vampires wake up and you're there and they find you.
Okay, I think the plan is to, for now, get something to drink and then go in before the others are arriving. So I don't have to spend too much time in there. Scary, but it could work.
You want to kind of like scout it out like before them, effectively.
Yes.
Okay.
And get in position.
Yeah, that makes sense. Getting something to drink is pretty easy. You can just ask one of the hunters and they will give you some blood.
Okay.
They are...
Luke definitely has none, so I'm... Who is another hunter?
You could ask Emma. She's the really tall lady.
Okay, I'm skedaddling over to Emma. Hey, lady.
Hi.
So I really hate to be a burden, but do you have a bit of blood?
She looks annoyed.
I'm sorry. I just recently got turned. I got tossed into the trash. I was attacked. It's a real mess.
Right. I don't need the whole play-by-play. She's not dealing with your with your shenanigans. She's not interested.
Please?
Go and ask Mohammed. He's the one that draws blood from all of us.
All right. Thank you, though.
And she just skedaddles happily over to Mohammed.
Mohammed, there you go.
Yes. Words hard. Hey, sorry to be a burden.
Yes, how can I help you?
Can I have some blood?
Of course. Give me just a moment, please.
I'm slightly worried, but I'm waiting.
He goes into the back and you hear something fall over.
Oh. You good?
Okay.
Okay.
He comes back out, and as the door opens, you see that he accidentally tipped over one of the racks in there, and they have tipped over multiple other things. And Emma comes over and goes, God dang it, Mohammed, I told you to be careful in there. I have to start organizing it all again. I'm sorry.
Should I help?
No, it's fine, I've got it. She, once again, looks annoyed, but goes in the back and closes the door behind her. You can hear her fixing things. And Mohammed hands you a blood bag.
Thank you so much.
Immediately, the moment you see it, the beast goes, drink, drink, drink.
And I happily drink.
It sings a chorus of blood and wine and loves it. Although the blood itself tastes cold and clammy, the beast is more than happy to be indulged. And when you're done, it screams for more.
So this thing is never pleased, is it?
No, apparently, most vampires deal with the beast in one way or another. I believe it's some form of curse, actually. There are multiple tales out there as to the origins of vampires. I've heard one from the biblical Cain, in fact. If you believe such a thing. I personally believe it originates in a sort of ancient mutation. The old rulers of most Middle Eastern kingdoms, for example, drank blood as a way to...
And I just zone slowly out.
He just continues as you zone out.
And I just, in the middle of his speech, I just snap out of it. Do you think I really shouldn't help her?
Oh, well, no, she's fine, don't worry. Emma prefers to work alone.
I see. She's pretty cool, isn't she?
Well, she's very good at what she does, that's for sure. And, she is very terrifying. Don't make her angry, trust me.
Right, I won't. And with that, I take the chance and skip
But
away.
let me tell you more about the blood drinkers of ancient times. It's very interesting, you know.
I need to prepare for tomorrow, you see?
Well, yes, but you need to know everything you can for tomorrow, surely. You need to have all the knowledge.
Like, that's fine. Next time, promise.
Right.
Oh my god, I can see them just like every day. It's just like, I learned about a new thing, and she's like the only one indulging.
But Mohammed's like, I found this book! Let me tell you everything about it! It's called Twilight!
Oh my god, can you imagine his research is based on fucking Twilight?
God,
oh
yeah.
My god.
Anyway, yeah, so I assume you get some sleep?
Yes.
Alright, so you go up to the room that has been assigned to you, and Vic is there, reading something, like some magazine or whatever.
Oh, hi.
Oh. Hello.
Hi, I'm Leah, so, we're roommates now, huh?
Ah. Well, you can sleep over there. Look, I need my sleep, okay? So be quiet.
Yes, no worries, I got that.
Good.
I'm just a little overwhelmed because this is the first time in a long time that I had like just an actual room. Like, I imagine the Embers offered her, but she like did not want to be a bother. So she like refused and just did her own thing.
Which is a weird thing to think about, right? Like, what if you took that room from the Embers?
Yeah.
Maybe you wouldn't have been in this situation. You wouldn't have this voice whispering in your ear constantly. And you wouldn't be about to carry out an assassination on a person you don't even know anything about. You slumber through most of the day. It is dreamless, empty. Rather than normal sleep, it's filled with fits. You find yourself in an abyss of the purest black, and you know your eyes can still see, but there is nothing to see there. Tumble and tumble through this abyss, and then, all of a sudden, your eyes open, and you are back. You're back in the world.
Vampires don't dream, huh? What time is it?
As you wake up, you look at the clock. It is more like... It's probably more like 9.
So it's probably time to get ready slowly.
Yeah, like you can see through the window, like there's a tiny bit of sunlight that comes in. It's that sort of orangey evening glow. If you want, you could test what the sun's effect is on you.
Yeah, I think I want to just to maybe take a step outside, just as like a little experiment kind of deal.
Yeah.
To see if it's even worth it.
As you do, the sun doesn't hit you directly, but it feels as if you're blinded by purest light. It feels as if it feels as if you're being rejected by the world. But as you walk out into the evening sun, you realize, while it's unpleasant, and while it's definitely difficult for you to see, you can also manage it. Then, a ray of light hits you directly, and for a second, you feel like as if you're burning. And you realize, as long as you stay outside of direct sunlight, you might be okay.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, I hurry back in, and I beeline to Luke.
Luke is currently loading up a gun, specifically an assault rifle. He's loading the magazine as you walk over to him.
Hey. Yes, hi. Question, do you have sunglasses?
You might have some in the bag.
Oh?
And I go and check.
Alright. He loads up that assault rifle and checks its zero as you go into the bag. In the back, there are those racks from before, cleaned up now by Emma. And there's a bunch of stuff here, like ammo, food. It feels a little bit like a prepper's place. Then again, they are hunters. That actually kind of makes sense. You're looking for sunglasses. I'm gonna make you roll for it because I think it's fun. Oh my god. What is it with your dice rolls? I swear to god. You just do not miss. It's insane.
I will miss all the things later. I'm going to be so sad.
I am so worried for the combat.
I'm scared. I'm terrified.
Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, so you find sunglasses pretty much instantly.
Perfect.
They're a little bit too big for you, but not too big to fall off your face.
Okay. So I'm putting over the hoodie, put the sunglasses on, and I go outside again to see what that does.
It does kind of help a little bit. You can still feel that brightness and the intensity of it, but it's, well, damped. Slightly, but damped.
Nice. Success.
If before it was a 10, now it's a 9.
I mean,
It helps.
a bit better.
It's a bit better.
I go back in and I'm kind of considering, should I tell Luke or should I not tell him?
It's up to you.
She's going. She's picking up the paint, hiding it in the big hoodie, and she's going.
All right. What about the gang members in your employ? Are you gonna tell them anything?
I'm telling them to listen to Luke.
Okay. They nod and let you get on with it. Okay, so you leave with the paint bucket and the
revolver.
And you head off to the stock exchange. The stock exchange is an old building from the late 19th century. It's actually currently they've turned it into a museum, and right now that museum is going into renovations. So right now the building is closed. At the front you can see all sorts of little advertisements about what the building will look like inside once it's done, etc. The history it will show off of the 19th century's financial prowess and things like that. You, however, are not here for finances or history. You're here for something very different. And as you stand in the square in front of it, presumably hidden away in one of the corners, you can observe, or you could try and get inside.
I'm kind of looking for an open window.
Okay, well, there's a whole bunch of scaffoldings covering the building, so it's kind of difficult to see, because a lot of them are wrapped in plastic.
I'm going to see if I can get on one of the scaffoldings.
Yeah, so because it's so late, most people aren't around. Even though Brussels is a busy place, this is the tourist area, and most tourists are not awake. Well, they are awake at this point, but they're more focused on other things. So, with some care, you can slip underneath, and you find yourself on one of the scaffoldings. I assume you're gonna look for a way in?
Yes.
Okay. It's not too difficult. Most of the windows are closed, but there is one that you can manage to finagle open with just your hands, even.
Nice.
not entirely properly closed, probably. And in you go.
I'm looking around. I'm trying to find a way to the gallery where I have a bit of an overlook to the lower side where probably the fight will take place.
So once you go inside, you notice this place is divided into multiple rooms. The front room is a landing of some sort, probably where they would receive guests, etc. Perhaps a gathering place for people before the trading would start of the day. And then there's a door to another room.
Is there another window that... Actually, if I go outside again, can I go around it to peek into a window into that room?
Yes, I do think you can.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Peek into the room, and you realize that inside it's pitch black. You can't see anything.
That must be the room where he sleeps. Maybe.
Now, out of character, I will remind you, you have an ability called the Eyes of the Beast.
Right.
If you want to use.
I would like to use them. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I figured, which is why I mentioned it. Okay, so you rouse the blood and you are not overtaken by the beast. Though it whispers, certainly, and the whispers grow louder, your eyes focus, and all of a sudden that darkness inside becomes clear as day. And as you see inside, you see what seems to be an empty room. A large, open room, perhaps where they would do a lot of the stock trading back in the day. You don't see any person inside. You don't see any creatures or anything like that.
Is he really going to be here?
Perhaps there's a secret room somewhere.
I reach up and try to open the window.
That sounds like a roll. I assume you want to do this quietly.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. So I'm gonna say what happens is you manage to open the window, but not without noise. As you reach in, you carefully try to pry it open, and all of a sudden it comes loose, and the window falls back in your hands. Maybe you underestimated your own strength. And as you do, you kind of let go, and the window itself falls through, down onto the floor, and shatters. Making a loud noise. The window is open.
I'm in. Okay, I'll just start away to the other window and just peek from that side, see if anyone is going to investigate or something.
Okay.
Or just hide away for a little bit.
You wait. Wait. And wait. Suddenly, a figure walks into view. It's a grotesque creature, inhuman. Shadows roil around it, and you instinctively know that's the prince. You didn't see where he came from. He seemed to almost appear out of the shadows, and as he did, calmly walks over to the window. He seems to be saying something to himself, but this grotesque creature, this thing, is this what a vampire becomes once they're old enough? It's pitiful, almost, and yet there's a power radiating off it. Your beast inside of you whimpers like a dog, and something tells you to run, because if it sees you, it will kill you.
Ooh. I'll just scamper away a little bit more into the shadows, away from the window, and just wait for a bit longer where he can't see me.
You hear nothing of his movements, and yet, as you look over to the other window, you see it floating back up to where it was, as if the fall itself was reversed.
Oh shit.
The figure strides back into the shadows and disappears from your view. Unless you want to make an attempt to follow it. As in, follow it with your eyes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll wits awareness, I think makes sense here. And the only reason you get to do this at all is because you have the eyes of the beast. If you didn't, you probably wouldn't have a chance to follow in. It's pretty good. You just about make out that he walks to the western side of the room before he disappears. Presumably, there's something there. Perhaps a hatch? A door? Who knows?
I'm trying so hard. You have no idea how much I want to booby trap that.
You're doing great, honestly. I mean, if you want to, you can absolutely try. It's just gonna be risky.
I want to investigate.
So, are you going to try to get inside?
Yes.
Well, the window is back where it was.
Oh god, if it falls again, it's gonna be so suspicious.
You could try and open it once more.
I'll try, let's go.
Alright, let's do this.
Yes!
Oh, wow, okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Redeemed!
Maybe because of the fall from before, the window doesn't seem to be closed, locked even, so you simply pop it open, and you are able to enter without any noise whatsoever. And here you are, in the lion's den.
Okay, so I remember where he came from, and I'll check if I see anything like a hatch, a door, or anything.
Okay, intelligence investigation. Jesus Christ. Okay then. Okay, game, I see how it is. That's 5 successes on a 3 dice roll. Jesus Christ. I'm making you roll so many more things, and you keep succeeding, and I kind of love it. Like, it's kind of the beginner's luck thing, just extreme. Good lord. It's a good thing I don't have the house rule of exploding D10s, because that would get insane. Anyway, yeah, so...
I'm so nervous.
No, you're fine, you're fine. At least you think you are. The prince seems to have disappeared into the shadows, and as you take a look around, you realize there's a very, very, very slight difference between 2 tiles, and you can kind of put your nail between it. And as you do, click, a hatch silently opens, and down it goes into the shadowy depths.
I will booby trap the shit out of this.
Okay, how are you gonna booby trap this?
With the paint.
Okay.
So if he comes out, he's getting a freaking shower of paint.
You're basically going to prank him.
Yes.
You know what I'm gonna do? Let's see, what would this be? Probably craft, I think, would make sense. Maybe intelligence craft. But instead of you rolling it, I'm actually gonna roll this one. And you're not gonna know if you succeed or not until it goes off. So, okay, noted. So you set up the trap as best you can, as far as you can tell. Looks good.
And then I quietly go outside and I position myself somewhere safe where I can wait it out until the others arrive, basically.
Okay.
Can I send a message to Luke before I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. I assume you've given each other your numbers.
Yes. What I'm writing is something along the lines of, I arrived at home, Dad is here, I'm waiting for you to come pick me up.
Okay.
Basically confirming that he is here and I'm there and I'm waiting for them.
I mean, that's pretty clever. So by the time you send the message, it's already pretty late, and it doesn't take long for the hunters to show up. They show up one at a time, and each of them take a position around the square. carefully avoiding the sight of policemen and other guards in this place. As they gather near the entrance to the stock exchange, you realize something feels off. This is a busy touristy area. It's 10 p.m. It shouldn't be this quiet. It's too quiet.
Can I look around, see if something is off from my perk?
Absolutely.
On top of, because I should have a good view, I think.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna have you roll anything for this. I think you have a perfect position for it.
Okay.
You take a look around, and the people that are here are mostly guards. A few tourists are still around, but the emptiness, it almost punctuates the hunters' existence. It almost points them out. There's nothing in particular you can point to. No strange creatures or shadowy figures like before. But it just feels off. Something here is wrong.
I'll use my phone and I send Luke and Claire another message just stating, make sure to drive safely. Just as something's off.
You actually see Luke down there look at his phone and then put it back away. But as far as you can tell,
He doesn't seem bothered by it.
he doesn't show it if he is bothered by it, at the very least.
I'll take my gun out just in case, and I just look for possible attackers around the hunters, just in case, a little precaution, if you will.
You keep an eye out as everybody gathers around, and eventually, after 10, 20, 30 minutes of careful shuffling around, you can all gather in one place in order to enter the stock exchange. Luke looks at you. So, are you ready?
Potentially. I can't say I really feel ready.
I understand. I mean, just yesterday you weren't involved in this. I am sorry for getting you involved in this after all that. I should have been faster, stopped your sire.
It's fine. I've had worse, to be honest.
Right. Well, with some luck, we kill the prince here, and we can go on in peace.
Yes.
All right, let's do this. He nods to Emma, who is taking a point, and she quietly takes out a little machine almost, and you realize it's an automatic lockpick, and it very quickly picks the lock of the door. It's an old door, so not too difficult. She swings it open and goes in, gun at the ready. The group moves as one. Most of them seem trained, poised. The gang members less so, but they've been in a firefight before, so they're not entirely out of their depth. You and Claire both probably do seem out of your depths, however, and so is Mohammed, who's holding a pistol shakily.
Yeah.
The entire group is here now, and they rely on you to point out where to go.
And I'm pointing at the door.
Okay.
The door to
Yeah, to the main area?
to the room where he is, where the black dark room.
Mhm.
That's where his lair is hidden in.
Hey.
And I probably shake a little bit.
They speak in whispers as they move, but most of them use signals rather than talking. The door opens up, and Emma goes in first, gun at the ready. Some flashlights illuminate the room as they clear it, and then everyone converges on the hatch that you point out.
Don't go in. Don't.
What do you mean?
Let him come out. Let him come out.
Why?
You'll see.
What do you mean you'll see?
Trust me.
don't know you.
I know, but you triggered the trap.
What trap?
And I just point up.
Oh, for the love of God. Right. Fine. Let's set up an ambush.
Yes.
Emma points out certain parts of cover, moves some chairs and tables carefully, quietly, and slowly but surely the ambush is set.
I know how to get him out.
Okay, you're going to do the window thing.
Yes.
Okay, so I assume you go outside and then drop the window, effectively. All right, yeah, that's easy enough. Doing that on purpose is easy enough, especially since it's just back where you were and you opened it up already. You drop the window and everyone goes dead silent. Flashlights are off, braced, ready. And as the hatch opens, the bucket of paint falls right next to it.
No!
And out from the shadows comes that figure. Once again, that grotesque, strange, beastly figure. And you hear laughter. Pathetic. And the creature disappears back into the shadows. Flashlights turn on. And then a scream rings through the night. Mohammed looks down at where once was his torso as he's split in two, and blood splatters all over the other hunters, all over the walls, and all over every single bit of furniture. And that creature comes back out of the shadows and drinks from his remains.
I will use my feral weapons.
Okay.
While he's distracted, I'll cut open the paint bucket and like just toss it at him
Okay.
as like a second try.
Yeah. You don't even need to cut it open, honestly. You can just grab the paint bucket and throw it.
Okay, then we do that.
And he does dodge it, I'm afraid.
No!
As he does, he laughs once more. Nick, holding his flamethrower, pulls the trigger, and the entire room lights up with fire. And in that moment, your beast cries out, whimpering and terrified. I'm gonna say you are just enough in control to not be, just leg it, but it's difficult for you to get any closer to the fire. But luckily, or perhaps unluckily, the prince doesn't seem to have that problem. Nick's hands come loose from the rest of his body, and as he screams, that scream is suddenly silenced. Emma responds and quickly shoots in the direction of where the creature is, but again moves out of the way. Those shots aren't connecting. It's as if the shadows themselves hide him. He's not turning invisible. He's becoming shadow.
What I'm going to do, I think, is am I behind him somewhere, or?
You're basically to his right, so you are like at his flank, if that makes sense.
So Leah's hands are probably like covered in paint, I would assume, because the thing was probably open.
Yes, I'm gonna say so.
So what she's going to do is, because she's panicking a little bit, so I'm going to like run towards him, smack myself at his back, and just like put my hands over his eyes to like blind him for a second. Firepower be damned.
Okay. So if you want, you can use your feral weapons in this one. That might help you.
Do you think?
Because you're going to try and brawl effectively, right? So
yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so in that case, so your nails grow and become claw-like. There's this power that comes out from it. The hunters are kind of freaked out by that, but not as much as, you know, the creature of shadow that is currently killing them all. Ooh, okay. 5 successes. Beautiful. Despite your beast telling you not to get closer to the point where all the firepower is located, to not, you know, risk yourself and to just get out of there, you ignore it. And you run in, and you half claw, half like slap at the thing. And you hit him. You actually hit him. And your claw rakes across his body, and for a moment, he looks kind of shocked as white paint and thick vitae drips from him. He's not dead, but he felt that. And in that moment, the hunters take advantage and unload everything they've got.
And I try to get out of the way as best as I can, like just stumbling back.
I think because you rolled so well, I'm gonna say you can just avoid the firepower. It's terrifying, but
It is.
you're okay.
That is such a Leo thing too.
A few shots hit their mark before he turns back to shadow and disappears.
Can we see him from the paint?
Unfortunately not. This time, though, he reappears next to Claire.
Oh.
Claire turns to him, bares her fangs, and goes to bite almost instinctively. And as she does, there's suddenly no more head.
Ooh.
Emma, who stood next to her, she is hit by a force too powerful for any human body to withstand. She just turns into blood on the wall.
Can I try to use this moment of shock to jump at him again and try to bite him this time?
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Like, I'm getting fed up with this man.
Alright, you can jump at him, yeah. He is too focused on the hunters to pay you much mind in that second, and you manage to bite down upon him. Are you going to try to drink him?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
As much as I can. I'll drink him dry.
You bite in and you drink a single gulp, and it's this thick liquid of pure power. It's like you're drinking. It's as if you're drinking the night itself, as if you are becoming stained by that shadow, but also empowered by it. And then he shakes you off and screeches. That angered him.
And I will immediately try to pierce him with my nails.
He's gonna go first.
Shit!
So, with Claire dead, with Emma dead, with Mohammed dead, and with Nick dead, there's only 2 left, other than you, and the gang members, of course. And as he screeches, that screech becomes ear-piercing. And you see, Luke holds his ears. He's okay. Vic, however, she's too late. And her intensified senses make it only worse for her.
Ooh.
And she falls dead on the ground. The gang members as well are cut down by this sonic attack. And at this point, it's you, Luke, and the prince. Luke quickly takes the moment to reload his gun and starts unloading at the prince, who quickly avoids the bullets. But that once again gives you an opening.
Yeah, I'm going balls and I'm going to try to decapitate him with my freaking claws and the power that I have from his blood.
You go for the attack, and you nick him. And it hurts, clearly. But it's not enough to kill him. And as it avoids the bullets from Nick's gun, he throws his assault rifle, pulls out his own pistol, fires it again, and again, and again. And then his gun, the barrel, flies loose. The gun explodes in his hand. He screams out in pain, and is then silenced. And as the prince drinks, he turns to you. You have one more chance to end this. One final chance to avenge the people that gave you a home.
And I'll once again throw everything I have into this.
You attack him. You dive in with your claws, and for some reason, it seems that he became overconfident. Because you strike at him, and that laughter that has been echoing through the place stops. And he looks down and gurgles. And as he stands there, you take the opportunity, you slash him again and again and again and again. And he collapses down on the ground. And there you stand, alone, in blood.
Is Luke dead?
I want to check on him.
Luke isn't dead, not yet, but he's bleeding out. He will die, unless he gets medical attention now.
Can I do it?
You can try, but you don't have any medical tools on you. You don't have any bandages, you don't have anything to stop the bleeding.
Luke, can you hear me?
Hi.
Shh, don't talk. Allow me to bite you.
No.
Allow me.
No. Hey, I'm a hunter.
That's okay. You don't have to be. Allow me.
No. It's okay.
Please.
It's okay. Let me go. Let me go. We did it. You can live on. That's what this is all about. To let the people of the city live on.
I'll just bite him.
You bite down and you drink him dry, as the embrace requires. Once he's dry, you give him your blood. And he lies there, still as a corpse. You're not sure what's supposed to happen next. Or sure of anything at the moment. But as you sit there, you hear a voice. Take what's yours. The voice is inhuman, as if tainted with inky, oily darkness. As if just hearing it stains your soul. Become the ruler of the city. Drink him dry. Consume him. Become more. The voice is not your beast, but it's overwhelming, and it echoes in your skull all the same. The sentence is as much a statement as it is a command. But you do still have a choice. You can drink down on the prince and take his power for yourself and go deeper into the night, or you could resist and face the consequences. It's a lot of power. You just saw what it's capable of. With that kind of power, you could protect anyone.
Ooh.
With that kind of power, you could become the ruler of this city. A just ruler, unlike this tyrant.
Don't want to become the ruler, but she definitely wants to protect her people, so With that in mind, and with Luke in such a state, I'll drink it.
You lean down. The prince gurgles something. Apparently he's still half alive, and you're sure he's begging for mercy, but you don't hear it. Instead, you bite down and drink. And as you do, you feel yourself growing stronger. You feel yourself falling into that inky darkness, but rather than being consumed by it, you are the one taking control. That inky darkness, you harness it, become one with it. It stains you. It stains your soul, but it also strengthens you. It's a part of you. And when you emerge from that cocoon of inhumanity, a dark butterfly of vitae, your shadowy wings spread. A great shadow, in the middle of which a dark form stands. Human, yet greater. And a power and terror greater than most men will ever know emanates from its center. You step out, no longer of thin blood. Now, you're a Canite. Now, you have all the power in the world. Very special thank you to our very important planet Aku and Data, Orlandog, Reed, Any Cute Puppy, and Alex the DM on Ko-Fi for your support. If you want to join them, the link is down below. Thank you, and good evening. Just a day ago, you were one of those multitudes down below, one of those thousands of people driving through the night. Now, you are in a much different position. And as you return look back to the Limonality, Chloe is the only one there. As you walk in, she turns. What happened? She drops the glass that she was cleaning and runs over to Luke to check on him, takes him gently from you and puts him down on the seat.
Nothing worked as intended. He said no, but
What did you do?
I turned him. I think.
She turns to you with fire in her eyes. I'm going to give you 1 minute to explain yourself.
And I just recount what happened, how it all fell apart.
As you do, her view softens. She pulls back at hearing the news that all of her friends are gone. Nick, Claire, Emma, Mohammed, and all of them. She pauses and looks at Luke again. Leah, you seem different. What happened? What happened to you? Did you?
Yes, I drank the prince.
Then I'm sorry, but you should leave. You should leave now.
But why?
Because we were allied with the Thin Bloods in a tough situation. It was an alliance of convenience. It always was. Look in the other hunters. Well, look in us. The eventual goal is to wipe out vampires. Because they're parasites. They're ticks on society, on all of humanity. And now, like it or not, so are you.
And I just look at her.
And as you look at her, you realize that you can see her heart beating. You can hear it. And that whisper is back. It's so much more powerful. And I need you to roll me a resolve.
Oh dear.
You wrestle against a beast, and it is powerful indeed, but you wrestle it down nonetheless. And as you do, compose yourself, and you can continue your sentence.
If you want me to leave, I will take Luke with me.
What are you gonna do to him?
Nothing, but how do you expect me to trust him with you after speaking about me like this? I turned him.
She sighs loudly. Just get out. Just get out. Just leave.
All right.
You leave the bar, and you find yourself amongst one of the high-rise buildings. Luke wakes up. Where am I? What's going on?
I sit down next to him. Well, now it's my time to greet you back, huh?
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Please tell me you didn't.
I'm sorry.
He is holding back all of those emotions. He is angry and sad. His eyes tear up, but holds it back. Told you to let me go.
I know he probably doesn't want it, but I'm just giving him a hug as an answer.
He doesn't accept the hug right away, but after a moment he returns it. Then he starts crying. And as you and him sit there up in that high-rise building overlooking the city, as his tears fall down to the ground, I think that's where we're gonna leave it.